Alrighty, so here what we have is the Nissan 370Z. His name is Chris something. He's like Forsberg. That's his 350Z that we have right here, right now. We're gonna be doing an upgrade to it, a different style drift build than usual, but I know it's already an Formula Drift car, but I'm just trying to do something that with my own little tuning and stuff like that as well, so you guys will be able to see what I'm using, and you guys can use it towards your build and stuff like that at home. But for further ado, let's just get into the upgrade section. For me, when I was drifting this car, um, I didn't like the engine that it had the first time, so I went from the stock engine to the 7.2 liter V8, and then with that, I also put for that is twin turbos. I know some people that told me on some of the forums that I was on saying that I put the supercharger because it's a little bit better, but it's like, to me, I did both, and I do already have a car. I have a 240 that already has a supercharger on it with the 7.2 liter engine, and I like it for that car only. But this one, because it's such a smaller wheelbase, it's good to have that turbo to kick in a little bit later than usual, you know. But for the engine, for the fuel system, what I did, I just I'm gonna completely max everything out and make sure I have max power. For me, is I think that some people say like, oh, you can't drift. If you don't know how to drift like under 300, then you don't know how to drift at all. But it's like, in this game, it's different. Have fun with it. Max out your cars and have a great time. So I basically just upgraded everything. Flywheel, intercooler, twin turbos, fuel system, ignition, and then displacement. I did that. For brake wise, I'm going to change the brakes into a more of like a race thing, so you have more of a response when it comes to stepping on the brake when you need to. And then suspension, I left alone on one of my other drift builds that I had, so because it already comes with the drift setup that it needs. But the drivetrain, I did the transmission. I left it stock because I kind of liked the 6-speed that it had. I haven't really yet done any of the more high-speed ones, the other speeds, but maybe later on in the future when I feel more comfortable with them, I can try those out. But for right now, I just want to do something simple for all you guys, and something you guys can just buy, build a little bit, and then just have fun. Stock differential as well, because I like the diff that it has in now. For tires and rims, I did the tire compound. I would do the semi-slick race compound, and for the tire wise, I would do the 255 40s, 265, yeah, 255s. I would do the 255s, and then for the rear, I do maybe a 295. And that's one of my other builds that I have, has those style rims, or tires. I mean, my apologies, but different style rims. It's kind of more in your favor, kind of what you feel like comfortable with. I just kind of like whatever style you think is gonna look good. I think these are gonna look on it all blacked out. These, rim size, from tire rim size, I would go up to 19. Just kind of feel like the gap looks a little bit better on that. Give me and then once you have all that set up, to me, I'm gonna change the color. I like the cool Formula Drift theme that they have going on, but for me, I kind of want to go with just a simple, nice, clean color. And so today we're going to install the setup, and then we're going to go to the color, and I think a nice little red will do today's job with this video. And then after that, I'll get some gameplays and custom tuning. I already have one set up, and I'll show you guys at the end with the share code. And then I'll show you some drifting and see how that goes. Okay, without further ado, let's go to custom tuning, setup, tune browser, my favorites, suggested tunes. Where would I go for tune menu? I think I have my tune setups. There you go. This is one of my tune setups that I have for the game that I've been using, and it's been really fun. It's, if you need to really go slow, you can go slow. If you really need to go fast, you can. Same thing. It just depends on what gear you want to be in. I'm gonna load up this tune setup. You can follow right here. You'll know what to see, and obviously I'm gonna tune that. What? Okay, whatever. Either way, I'm gonna tune that down, obviously, and loading my own tune setup. I guess I gotta have to pay for it, which is crazy, which is okay. All right, paint and design. I'm gonna go change it to a different style color. I kind of think of more of a red with a carbon fiber hood would be more my theme. Let's see. Oof. more. That's okay. That's more red than I needed. So that's the 100 all the way across. Ooh. Now that's a cool color that I think I might want to do. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna go with that color. I think that color looks great on this car. Go with this carbon fiber hood, of course, in the front. Rims, like I said, this is all your own preference. There's no types of colors you gotta do. It's whatever you feel like. You don't need to do what I need to do. And let's do some rim style. I don't know what I'm feeling. I think I'll go with the crispy whites with the wheel setup that we're going with right now. Tint windows. I didn't tint the windows, so other than that, I left that alone. But now that we're all done with the drift car and paint and everything, let's just start doing some gameplays with it. The cursor. Round one begins. Get to the danger zone. I'm not gonna be doing that. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. So one of these cars, pretty easy to drive, pretty fun. I set some of the suspension kind of low, like really soft, because when you needed to do the small turns with the third gear, it's not that hard. You can just be light with the gas. And I'm just tapping the pedals. And I just like the how it handles. Oh, I went into second. But when it's at fourth gear, you can haul ass in it and have a lot of fun. Oh, I just love the way it sounds. And what I like about this new game now is you can hear the sequential shifting in this car. So like I said, if you're on controller, it's going to be different. Obviously, you can lay down your finger down on the trigger and just be hauling ass. But when you're wheel and steering wheel, it's a lot different, but you still have a lot of fun. So this build is mostly for wheel and controller. And I already have a bunch of people using this tune, which is pretty sick. Let me show you guys the tune setup that I was using for this car. You can find it on the website and stuff as well. Where's mine? I'm just trying to find your guys' my tunes. I don't know how to share the tune code for it, so I do apologize. But here's this. This is, obviously this is also one of my first videos too as well. But I would do the front tires at 25. I feel like when you have them too, like when it comes into the drifting, in my opinion, to when you're sliding, the tires in the rear, I have them really up there because it's like I like it where it's more like the tires are spinning more. So when you're doing drift zone, it does give you more points as well. In the front, I just kind of have it a little bit lower so I can grip a little bit more, so the back end can slide around and the front can just stick to the floor. That's just more how I do a little bit things. I know my friends do it the other way around because it's much easier on them because they're on controller. But for the tune, the final drive, I would do for the gearing is at a 3.10. I tried it at 3.15 and 3.20. I kind of didn't like the way the rev limiter was hitting, so like when you're in fourth gear and you're trying to go around the bend and you're trying to keep that long stretch, you can just keep floating the gas pedal as much as you can and just kind of press in, press out, press in. Before, when you're at 315 and 310, you'd be gassing it and then you'd be straight rev limiter, like hitting the rev limiter really aggressive, and it didn't feel right. I felt like the 310 is like a little bit longer. You can just kind of tap instead of being ding, ding, ding. So consistently, and then I kind of left the rear at double zeros. If it's at a different degree, then change them back to 0 because it just makes it easier. And then for the front cambers, I would have it at -5. The angle should be, the front caster angle should be at 7 degrees. And then this anti-roll bars, I would do fronts at 4.60 and then the rears at 6.30. Springs, it's kind of like at this point too as well, this is my setup that I felt comfortable with. So anybody else that's watching this video and stuff like that, just try any one you want. You want a softer, you want a stiffer. It all depends on the person as well. I'm just going off something that I think it might work for everybody. So for the front springs, I had it at 271.9 and the rear at 206.2. If you can't do it on the Xbox at 0.9 or 0.2, just get as close as you can. It's just how it is. And I'm also on PC. And then ride height, it's just going to be at 5.2 and 7.3. And the damping, how I had the rebound stiffness is the front I would have it at 4.2 and in the rear I would have at 2.8. And then the bump stiffness I would have it at 3.1 in the front and then 1.8 in the rear. Aero, I didn't mess with that. I kind of left it alone because I just kind of left it like how it's going to be stock. Maybe later on I might mess with that and see how I would like it. Brake, for me, since I'm on steering wheel and stuff like that as well, braking is a big thing, especially when you have the center piece. It's kind of hard to push in, so I have my brake force a little bit pushing in more in the front than the rear, and that's just kind of like how I like it. And then the differential, full 100% at acceleration for the rear, and deceleration I have it at full 100%. I feel like when you're able to open and close it whenever you can, it's just like the perfect thing you can do for the car. I can't really lie, I can't really see. Well, let me see if I can search by creator's name, and then you guys can look at the stream shared key, and then I can just send it to all you guys. And then search, there's that, and then my share key is 810-343-129. So that's one of my good tunes. If you guys want to use that, I will be having more. I do have an account in the game where I just keep consistently throwing out tunes. I have some for the SC300 that you guys are going to be seeing. I have some for a 240, which is another Formula Drift car, which I love about that one. I loved it in Forza Horizon 4, and I just think Forza Horizon 5 just topped it all. Topped it all. So other than that, guys, basically it for the tune, and that's it for this car and stuff like that. So that's it. Hope you guys would like the tune and stuff like that. If you guys want to follow me in my media, follow my media, and it'd be in the description below. Sorry about that. But just follow all that. Kind of let me know if you like the tune or not. If not, I will see when people use my tune. I won't let me know who, but it just lets me know a bunch of creators use my tune. So hope you guys enjoy. If you guys don't mind leaving a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll get to you guys back on the next video.